We've all done it. You're scrolling through social media, you look up at your own space, and suddenly, your perfectly functional kitchen looks ancient. So you think, what if we renovate? We'll get to enjoy it, and hey, we'll get every dollar back when we sell anyway. It sounds so logical, but it's a trap. Back in 2021, two families bought identical houses on the exact same street for $450,000. Both had a spare $100,000 in cash. Mark and Sarah spent their $100,000 tearing down walls for a luxury kitchen and a backyard pool. Their builder smiled and said, "You're pouring equity straight into the property." The second family, Jason and Elena, left their slightly dated home completely alone and put that $100,000 into a boring, low-cost index fund. Fast forward 5 years to today, in 2026. Due to a job relocation, both families have to sell. Mark and Sarah assume their home is the crown jewel of the neighborhood, but the final settlement papers tell a brutal story. One family built actual freedom, the other built a beautiful cage. Here is why. We think our design taste is universal. It's not. You might spend $40,000 on custom countertops, but a buyer walks in and thinks, "This looks cramped, we'll have to rip this out." Data shows an upscale kitchen remodel only recoups about 50 to 55% of its cost at sale. A swimming pool is often a net negative because buyers view it as a maintenance chore. You pay retail price for labor, but the market only pays wholesale for the finished look. Second, an investment pays you. A renovation demands that you pay it. Between chemicals, pumps, and extra insurance, Mark and Sarah quietly bled an extra $20,000 over 5 years, just keeping those upgrades alive. Meanwhile, their initial $100,000 was completely locked in the walls, unable to grow. Let's look at the actual receipts. Both families started with a $450,000 home. Over 5 years, the neighborhood organically appreciated by 20%. Mark and Sarah's base house rose to $540,000. Add the appraiser's return on their reno, generously calculated at 45%, and their total home value is $585,000. Subtract that $20,000 upkeep cost, and their final net wealth is $565,000. Now look at Jason and Elena. Their house also rose to $540,000, but their $100,000 index fund, compounding at a standard 10% annually, grew to roughly $161,000. Their final net wealth? A massive $701,000. That is a life-changing $136,000 difference, just by leaving the house alone. Jason and Elena can drop their selling price by $10,000 to close a quick deal and still walk away vastly richer. Mark and Sarah are stuck praying for a specific buyer just to break even. So, does this mean you should live in a house you hate forever? Absolutely not. Life is too short. If you are renovating because you love cooking or want a pool for your kids, go do it tomorrow. Enjoy it and write it off as a lifestyle expense. Buying happiness for your family is always worth it. But if you think this renovation is a clever investment, stop. Put the pen down. The market doesn't care about your design choices. Don't let the pressure of looking successful online trick you into a terrible financial bet. The math is always honest, even when the marketing isn't. Are you team renovate or team invest? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.